Let's all close our eyes. Sasaria to korotar, heki matatar, shitaki mata, mahiato. Yakoto shitakali mata, riki patana kariya shotokoro shitakali mata. So I'm just tuning into God's love, to God's light, to God's joy, to God's peace, to God's energy of grace. Como sasaria to koro shitakali mata. Feeling this energy of grace flowing through us as the divine essence of all things. We are feeling God's love in our heart now. The love of source, the love of consciousness, whatever you want to call that higher source energy of grace. We're feeling that love in our heart now. We're expanding that love. We're expanding that love, we're expanding that love so deep in our heart space, pulling that, all that energy of grace, all that energy of love, all that energy of healing for little Sophie. We're pulling it all into our heart now. Como sasaria. There it is. Como sasaria shatakali mata, ishtavakana suso tareke, bato. Kyoto shitakali masaya tokuru shitakamata. So let's sit with that energy of grace, of that love in our heart, and letting it expand. There it is, Gomasasavatu Shataka. Letting it expand gracefully, receiving God's love. There it is into our heart now, right? Gomasasaria. We are the healers of grace because we allow this love, this consciousness, this grace to flow through us into everything and everyone around us as we expand this love more and more deeply within our own beings. We allow everything and everyone around us to feel this love, to feel this divinity, to feel this truth. There it is, allowing the love of God's grace to expand within our being, our whole being now. Every cell in our body being filled with the love of God's grace. There it is. Como sasaria to kurushotakamata. Shavato shatakarate kiyamoto shatako. There we go. So much love, so much love, so much love. This is the divine love of God's grace. This is the divine love of God's consciousness. This is the divine love that we know is the healer of all things. Como sasaria to shitakaramata. Shavakarama sasaria taka. Yes, now let's picture a waterfall of light, and the waterfall of light just coming down through the top of our heads from that consciousness above, that all-knowing, all-loving, divine consciousness above, flowing through the top of our head into our whole being, flooding our being with light. We are flooded with light. We are flooded with love. We are flooded with joy. So much love, so much light. There it is. Como sasariyato. Shai ham bototare ke pasasarini. Hito kurushatakalamiyata. Hito kurushatakamatayata. Hito kurushatakamatata. Hishavatamasusai. Ishtavakanamasusari poto. Nivataya to kurushatakamatata. Hiro kurupasasare ke papapana kurushitakalimata. Hiramata. There it is. Kumasasari tata. Umasiva siva siva kunumasasari tatayata. Ishtava kunumasasari motatari pata. Isha isha shiva kunumasasari toku. Isha matata reki patanakari to shisha isha shiva kunumasasa. Now, allowing this light, this love of consciousness to fill us up so much that we just feel like there's a bright sun shining out from our hearts. Feel like the sun of all consciousness is shining out from the hearts. There it is. And we're expanding that consciousness, or expanding, or expanding, or expanding. And now, as each and every one of us joins in a circle of love, feel ourselves joining in a circle of love. So we're sitting in a circle of love. We're allowing this light to expand out into each and every person in this circle of love, feeling the heart and the energy of each person in this circle of love. We're joining in this energy of consciousness and grace together as one energy. There it is. As one pure energy. There it is. The more people that join in this grace, in this truth, in this peace, in this love, the more we experience the oneness of all things. Yes, now we're going to put in the middle of the circle all of our love, and we're going to imagine this little girl, Sofia, in the middle of the circle. And just a little beautiful divine soul in her perfection, in her purity, in her truth, in her divinity, in her freedom. Freedom to be exactly who she is, who she has always been, and who she will always be. Yes, we're imagining her in her perfection, in her purity, in her grace. There it is, in her truth, in her divinity, allowing the light to shine forth from her being into all things, allowing the light to shine forth from her being into all things. There it is, como se. Yes, she's filling with divine love. She's filling with divine light. We know that the perfection of the universe dwells within each and every one of us. There is nothing wrong with any of us. We are all perfect. We are all pure, and we are all free. And we know that this little Sophia is perfect in her purity, in her grace, in her beauty, in her joy, and in her divinity. See her as the pure being of divine light that we know her to be. Lift her up in this grace. Lift her up in this truth. Lift, there she is. There she is, smiling and laughing and playing and giving her gift to the world, the gift that she came to bring forth into the world, the gift that she came to bring forth into the world. Como se está? Now we'll sit for a few moments and purely allow God's grace to run through you in the highest and best way for the healing of Sofia. Como se masta. Wow. Como se. And as we walk through our days and as we walk through the weeks ahead, let us remember this grace. Let us remember this truth. Let us fill this little girl with light so that she has the strength and she has the power and of her own divinity, of her own truth to seek forth for what she came to be on this earth plane. Thank you all for joining in on this circle of light, this circle of love, and this circle of divinity. We've all been healed today. We've all been given grace. We've all joined in on this truth. We are so free. Como sasari ataka masiata. Thank you, everybody, so much.